Hey guys, what's going on? In this video, we're going to talk about a simple Bitcoin strategy that we've utilized this week that I think also is going to work next week, guys. And it is exactly the opposite of what the whole world is doing. The whole world is waiting on Bitcoin ETF approval. Some people are saying, hey, it's not going to get approved. Some people are saying it is going to get approved. Expectations are running wild in all sorts of directions. And sometimes it's easier as a trader to take a step back, and instead of waiting for the grand outcome, which is always going to be so hyped up, okay, instead of taking a directional position whether something is going to go higher or lower, search the time frames within which you can exactly predict the behavior of whatever it is you're trading. So I'm going to give you the simple strategy in just a second. I want to say something very important that, guys, at the end of this video, I will be making a critical announcement that you definitely want to stay through the rest of the video and hear it, especially if you're the type of trader that wants to improve on your exits and entries. So let's dive into this Bitcoin thing. Okay, first, let's review that, guys. The phenomenal trade you could have partaken with us, guys, 1,200% return on a Wednesday, okay? And you would have, guys, all you had to do was sign up with 13 Market Move Coach, have your account set up at Phemex, and you would have nailed this trade. I posted the video on Tuesday, pointing out to some correlations, saying that, look, if certain things go up, then Bitcoin goes down. Within less than 18 hours later, Bitcoin dumps 5,000 points, while the rest of the world clearly is waiting on Bitcoin to go higher. And the video was posted on Tuesday. I think it was the same time I was talking about explaining the move too. So if you're curious to figure out exactly what we're looking at to predict this, okay, you should go and review that video on Tuesday, January the 2nd. But at this point, okay, there's a few things that are highly notable, and despite the sell-off, there's many people that are hopeful that Bitcoin ETF is still going to be approved. Now, critical information here is, when do major announcements take place in the market? Well, they don't happen normally during the market hours. So if you're trying to trade a Bitcoin ETF news, well, forget about holding something throughout the day. That's not going to make you a ton of money. Some of the critical time frames in Bitcoin to consider pre-market are the hours of 3 a.m., the hours of 7 a.m. Okay, that's your pre-market. Now, considering that this is an announcement that will be posted by SEC, then we are looking to possibly get it as early as 5, 6 in the morning. So understanding that is one. So those are pre-market time frames where we could get news that Bitcoin ETF is approved or disapproved, right? So it's going to be between 3 and 7 in the morning. And specifically, 3 a.m. time frame pertains to some other catalysts in Bitcoin stuff associated with things that are happening outside of the United States. But between 5 and 7, within that time frame, pre-market, if the announcement was to hit pre-market, okay, so keep that time frame in mind. Second thing, after hours. Some of the biggest news relating to the markets, they happen post-market, not during the market hours, but like straight after 4 p.m., like 4:01, some crazy announcement will come out. 4:05, 4:15, 4:30. So between 4 and 5, basically. So you got 5 to 7 a.m. predominantly, some of the biggest things in Bitcoin. This right here, guess what time frame this is? It's 7:01. 7 a.m. and 1 minute later, you get this. Okay, so time frames when you trade Bitcoin are critical. So let me elaborate on the strategy here. The strategy is simple. We have noticed the behavior that people buy just ahead of those hours, meaning people will buy Bitcoin ahead. Look, people will buy Bitcoin ahead of this potential announcement, right? And once the 7 o'clock time frame is played out, by which, okay, the announcement could have come through, you get a sell-off. Now, critically, also, there was a lot of other things going on to this drop, so it wasn't just the failed expectations of an announcement on the 3rd. There was a lot of other things, Saylor selling a bunch of his stock, worth over 200 million, so on. So we had other catalysts, that's why the drop is much greater, but we saw it based on certain things that we were looking at on Tuesday before this happened. So we didn't know that Saylor was gonna sell a bunch of stock, but we knew based off some of the things we're watching here at 13 Market Moves that this was gonna happen. So notice that any time frame we would look at going into the close. So all these spikes in volume right here, okay, Thursday, what do you think that is? That's 3:30, okay, that's 3:30, 4 o'clock. They're running Bitcoin higher. Why? Well, because they're thinking that after 4 p.m., hey, could today be the day the announcement is actually going to hit? So they are running it higher into the close, okay? And so you can clearly see it a little bit better if I go to a 1 minute time frame, right? So let's look at this. Yesterday on a Friday, guys, look, when does this stuff happen? When does this happen, guys? Right before market close. They're running it higher into market close in the expectation of what? In the expectation that there's going to be a Bitcoin ETF approval. So these spikes, okay, this is when you trade Bitcoin between 3 and 4 p.m. Why? Because there's still plenty of hopeful people out there that Bitcoin ETF will be approved, and they're running it higher just ahead of the time frame. Once the time frame is played out, guess what happens? By 8 o'clock, Bitcoin tanks the day before, okay? Guess what happens between hours and 5 and 7? They keep accumulating it from a dip. They keep accumulating it higher into 7, 8 a.m. And guess what? The hope is gone. By 8 o'clock, it's selling off again, okay? Market opens, no news on Bitcoin approval, it dumps more, okay? Then the hopefuls are back in the game between 3 and 4. Just to dump it when again about 8 o'clock at night. So these time frames, guys, they clearly tell us there's traders that are hopeful Bitcoin is going to be approved. They understand when is this approval going to be announced. It's going to be after 4 p.m. So basically you trade Bitcoin between hours of 3 and 4. You go bullish, okay? It has worked perfectly, okay? Between the hours of 5 and 7, okay? You stay bullish all the way through 7 o'clock. Otherwise, if you stay beyond 7, you could get killed, okay, on your longs. But guys, 7 o'clock would be perfect. 7 a.m. is a perfect time to short Bitcoin. 3 p.m. is perfect time to buy Bitcoin. So these are the dirty secrets that we have been exploiting here at 13 Market Moves, and they have been working perfectly. Now we have the special course that actually nobody knows about. It's called Crypto Star. Maybe I should have called it something else because the course really deals with entries and exits. I just use a ton of examples using Bitcoin charts, crypto charts to show you exactly how to nail your best entries, best exits. Crazy strategies like candle counting, tornado pattern, which we invented here at 13 Market Moves. There's like a whole hour part of the course that talks about the tornado pattern, which is the stuff that helps you produce 20x trades. As a matter of fact, if we go back to this chart right here, guys, a part of this was a tornado pattern. If we go back to this 5-day, 15-minute right here, this was a tornado pattern, right? Right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, a drop. So this is a pre-existing condition for a tornado pattern, and then sometimes tornado pattern evolves again in 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, we get 1, 2, 3 right here, after which the damn thing hits our time frame of 7 a.m., 7:01, promptly it dumps. So this right here, understanding this and this combined with some other correlations I explained in the video on Tuesday, January the 2nd, guys, you could have had this trade. This is a 1200x trade if you traded with us on Phemex, guys. And yes, you should click the link below somewhere as far as our referral link so you can sign up and trade with us on Phemex. trading Bitcoin futures, guys. This is a 1,200% return, guys. This is like a 12x on options. Okay, but guys, when the pattern is there, you're going into something like this with a high probability, with high confidence, which is basically what you want in every trade, but it's not going to be there in every trade. But that's why it's important to study something like the Crypto Star course, where I've taken the time to put some information like this so you can decipher when is this time for you to go big and with some heavy positions, and when is the time for you to, you know, maybe stay on the sidelines. Well, clearly this was not the time to stay on the sidelines. And I think we're going to have another moment in time coming up in the next 4 days. We're going to nail another move in Bitcoin to the magnitude of 8,000 to 10,000 points in both directions. So take the course now so you would know how to fucking do it on your own. Or, guys, for the next 21 people, this is what I'm going to do. For the next 21 people that will go here, okay, and click schedule a call. For the next 21 people that really want to catch the next 12x trade on Bitcoin, 1,200% return on Bitcoin, or any other crypto that you guys are trading, okay, I will do this, okay. We'll do the course. And seriously, we've never done this before. I'll basically give you the course next to nothing, $299. Okay, you can get the course for $299 for the next 21 guys that schedule a call. Now, a part of this, you also gotta, and besides scheduling a call, sign up to trade with a coach, so we can show you. The goal is for you to take the course ASAP over this weekend, okay, so you could be ready, okay, to nail these Bitcoin moves next week. Next week is when you want to be trading Bitcoin, guys. The cat is going to be out of the bag next week. You don't want to miss this colossal moves in Bitcoin, which could start as early as this Sunday night. So take the course, $299 to the next 21 guys that schedule a call and sign up to trade with 13 Market Moves Coach, guys. This is your chance, okay, to make in the next 5 days what most of the traders will never make in a fucking year. So don't waste your time. Do it. Go to 13mmtv.com, click schedule a call button, because if you're going to go to Crypto Star, guys, the course normally is $2,000. So you can get it right now for a tiny fraction of that. And guys, right there, you're just making $1,700 return by clicking this link right now, guys. $1,700 to the next 21 people that will register with a coach. Doesn't get better than that, okay? We've never done this before. You know, when I do something stupid like this, okay, it's time for you to nail some colossal trades. There's nothing that would do better here at 13 Market Moves than time the markets. So do it with us. Let's roll. Big fucking trades ahead.